Hello guys, it's Talia. So Acer have ventured into desktop graphics for the first time with this, the Predator BiFrost, using an Intel Arc A770. I believe these came out at the end of last year, I think October time, and it's pretty exciting to see another player in the graphics market. Now we have 3 of them to choose from. So they are newcomers, but they offer a really good price point and they've had regular updates and support since their release. The 770 OC here has a 2.2 GHz clock speed or 2.4 overclocked with 16 GB of VRAM. That's really interesting to see because performance-wise it's similar to Nvidia's 3050 or 3060. It's very game dependent, but with that 16 GB it does offer quite a bit more dedicated graphics memory. So that's good. You have Intel's upscaling technology with XeSS to improve frame rates similar to Nvidia's DLSS or AMD's FSR, and ray tracing with DirectX 12 for stunning real-life visuals in your game. And the design of Predator's version of this looks really cool. You have this like half and half design with an open air fan and a blower fan. This bigger RGB bad boy over here cools the GPU down, gets all the hot air away and takes it into the desktop chassis. That's when our smaller RGB boy comes into play, drawing all that hot air from the chassis inside and then diverting it out through the I/O grill out of the case. And both of these fan designs we've actually seen before. The big boy, I need to stop calling them that, in Predator's Orion desktops, and the smaller boy in Predator's laptops. Sorry, I'll use their birth names. The Frostblade and the Aeroblade. The Frostblade fan has an arc-shaped design on their blades for higher static pressure to give better airflow, and rubber padding and sealed bearings to keep everything sturdy with no vibration. The Aeroblade fan over here has super fine metal blades with wing tips that are just really good at directing airflow, which is exactly what we needed it to do. At the back here, there's also a vapor chamber for more effective heat transfer to give a uniform system temperature without any hot spots. And Predator love cooling, they do it better than anyone else, so if anyone can do it right, it's these guys. You can play around with the cooling in the BiFrost app. If you've used any Predator products before, this is similar to Predator Sense. You can monitor clock speeds, increase the power limit, adjust temperature limits. It's all really interesting stuff. But I think that's enough of looking at it on the desk because it's not really doing too much, to be honest. So let's see how it performs. And for that, I need a PC. Oh. Got it. This right here is an Orion 5000, and first we need to take out the graphics card that's inside it. A Predator BiFrost of another manufacturer, but more on that in a future video. Changing the cards is super easy to do. For some reason it's always this part that I struggle with the most. Just clip on. Look at it. We've not even got to the gaming yet and it already looks so good. I started off with the important stuff. As always with new graphics cards, it's important to update their lighting. RGB lighting, just vibing to the rhythm of the RGB. Look at me go. Okay, light show over. Fun fact, some people will actually recommend you to update your graphics drivers regularly. Yeah, I don't know. Today we're going to be doing the exact opposite of that. I'm downgrading these drivers to an older version. Do you see where I'm going with this? No? Okay, good, I'll tell you. Intel are really good at rolling out regular updates, and it feels like it's every month there's news about the insane FPS increase with new updates. All of these articles are all about different drivers, so yeah. For our graphics card today, I'm rolling these drivers back to an early one from October 2022 to compare it to the newest version available at the time of filming in October 2023, editing it a little bit later. Because I want to know, after 1 year, how much could the FPS increase via updated drivers? I played all 3 games in 1440p with ultra settings. I wanted to test it out, okay? And this is without ray tracing and with super sampling on auto where applicable. So for our older driver, the October 2022, for Hogwarts Legacy, I was getting around 100 frames per second, which is ideal. In Cyberpunk, it averaged 60, which for ultra settings and quad HD, that's better than I was expecting. And in Counter-Strike 2, around 150. Counter-Strike was a bit of an outlier. I was playing it a few weeks after its release, so maybe not the most reliable, because when I updated it to the newer graphics drivers, I got the same the same frames per second, and it fluctuated a lot. I put it down to it's Counter-Strike, also new game, no support. However, with these new drivers in Cyberpunk, I was averaging 66, a 10% upgrade, which I will gladly take. And in Hogwarts Legacy, it jumped up to 130, which was very nice. So a year's worth of drivers definitely made a difference. And funnily enough, all the articles I mentioned earlier, they were all talking about insane boost to FPS. They were all about drivers that came out after I recorded this video. Brilliant. So with that in mind, I would like to test it out again with these fancy new drivers and with way more games. So let me know down below if you'd like to see that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.